Hey guys, here we're going to go over a couple of pistols we have with the holsters and the optic system we use with it. And then I'm going to tell you some of the specs about it, and then Gabby's going to tell you what she likes as being a female shooter, and she's still relatively new in shooting. She started shooting in 2018, more so 2019 when she actually fully immigrated here. She was fortunate that all of her training came from my best friend Lance, who I mentioned. So all of her self-defense training in firearms was from Lance, who I mentioned previously he was 5th Group Green Beret. I was military, but I was a medical, so I don't get anywhere near the type of training that someone like him does. So he shows me a lot more than I learned in basic military as far as just being a med personnel. So first up here we have Gabby's gun she likes a lot. This is a Scorpion Evo 3. This is a pistol brace. I do not have what could be a stock for an SBR. From what I understand, the stock this is more of a solid. This opens up to help hold and maintain. So this is a pistol brace, makes it a pistol. This collapses in. I can't remember the brand manufacturer of this one I got, but I like it. There's several other type of pistol braces you can get. Fortunately, with the ruling that pistol braces are legal again, so you don't have to worry. One day I may register this as an SBR to get the different buttstock. You get a little more utility with them, but for what we do, this is pretty decent. This has a 35 round magazine. It's empty, of course, just for the video, but they have 35 round magazines. They come with 10 round magazines, but these are fairly cheap. Not too bad. And you're gonna have something like this, it'd be better to have the higher capacity. This is really nice. You can change it to be ambidextrous, or it is ambidextrous, but you can also change which side your bolt carry is on. So for me, I'm a lefty, if you notice, but I can reach around, grab, and lock the bolt. You can switch sides on this. Now, since this is Gabby's, that's right-handed, and her sling is set up for a right-hander. So I just compromise when I shoot it. I just go with it because I can reach around. Being a lefty, I'm used to having to work with right-handed stuff. So it's locked. It's cool. You just slap down on that. It sends the bolt forward. So again, whenever you're dealing with a firearm, always check to make sure it's empty. I had the mag out, check there. This here, I had flipped and pulled back because it's meant for your hand. It comes with it forward, so you can push your hand forward. I don't like that because when you fire, you want to pull the rifle more into your shoulder. So you just do that to help pull, or you can pull right there. It's meant so some people being such a short barrel, so they don't go forward and shoot their hand. But if you're using good principled firing techniques, use this, and this just gives you grip to help pull it back further. You have more control, and when it fires, it doesn't jump as much or kick, whatever you want to call it, with the recoil. So I like it that way, but it does come in the front, and you can move it. You have the Picatinny railing, so you can add what you want to here, other accessories, lights. We don't have any of that on here, but we did add this, so we could put this sling on here. We use Vortex red dots. We like them. They're fairly inexpensive. I think they were under $300 when we got these. They're great. Again, Lance uses these on his pistols. They're what you get. They're really nice. They're just a red dot. I do like the reticle, like what EOTech does. There are some manufacturers that make reticles for RMRs for pistols, but I know my brother has one. They're about $770, and like I said, this was under $300. So it's, when you buy multiple weapons, it's sometimes cheaper is better as long as the quality is there. I do prefer the reticle. Your eye is drawn to it better, but at the end of the day, the red dot still gets the job done. Now, what's also good about this pistol is it breaks down easy. So you pull your slide back and lock it. You push this pin right here. It comes forward. Removes here. Then I could just drop the slide, pull it out, pull the rest of it out, and clean it. And it's even modular where you can change the pistol grip. A lot of people will change the pistol grip. They don't like the factory one. I'm fine with it. Some people aren't. It does have an ambidextrous safety. Some people don't like this because you always want to be up as high as you can on a weapon when you fire. Again, it gives you more control. Again, my buddy Lance, he doesn't like that because it hits his hand. Me being a left-handed shooter, a lot of rifles, I'm used to feeling a safety right there because most weapons I fire, that is always where my hand is. So for him, that's something different he notices. But in this case, if you know you're always going to be a left or right-handed shooter, they do make, you can buy a different safety on here where it's just one side or the other, so it is not against your finger. The fact that Gabby and I both shoot this gun, even though it's her gun, we leave it ambidextrous. and I'm just used to it, so it doesn't bother me to have my finger, and it doesn't bother Gabby much. But that is something, if you were to have one of these, you may want to look at and changing. So Gabby, you want to go over some things you like and why you like this gun?
Sure. Well, I love my Scorpion. I feel it's compact, easy, and I can carry everywhere. I can just, flip this and put it in my bag and take everywhere. I love the red dot, so make easy when I shooting. So it's one of my favorites.
This was supposed to be my gun, and she decided it was hers when we bought it. So, and she does have a backpack purse that this fits in. So she does like this when we go hiking. She does carry this and that. Now this is Gabby's Glock. I'm not going to go much over the Glock. It's one of the most famous guns in the world. I don't think you guys need another review on a Glock. The only thing I was thinking, Gabby can tell you some opinions from a newer shooter and from a female perspective. Most time it's from men. Gabby can kind of tell you what she likes about the Glock.
Well, same here. I have the red dog. I think it's super nice for when I'm ready for shooting, and it's just nice. I love this brand,
the way it fires,
and how they fire is, I think, is super cool. And we have the magazine for 15 rounds, so it's very cool. I love it.
Now, on these, we also use the same Vortex red dot. The only thing, these are great. The metals is awesome. You can ram this up to chamber it in any way you want, or charge it, whatever terminology you want to use. However, I do think they need to check these against women's purses. If you can see here, and I'll have her take a video of it has cracked the top a little bit with whatever women carry in their purses. It has not affected the red dot itself. It's fine. It still fires. But that glass is chipped up top. Between makeup and whatever else a woman keeps in there, it has chipped that. So I do think that manufacturers should probably do a purse test when they test these things. They test the outer shell, the casing, and it does great. Like I said, you can ram these against the wall and charge it if you got one hand. If one of your hands is disabled in combat, you can slam it against the table. So all this, and then it is recessed the glass. However, being inside a woman's purse, stuff gets in there, hits it. So that's something they should check before they start calling them durable. But in its advantage, the crack did not go down and splinter off, and you can still see the red dot just fine. It still shoots. It didn't lose its zero or any of that. It's more so cosmetic. I do need to check. I think they come with a lifetime warranty on that. We were just talking about it yesterday. If we need about, reach out and see if we can just get that swap due to that crack, and recommend that for their QC. I carry the same one. I like Glock for many reasons. Like everyone beating a dead horse, everyone talks about Glock. This is the 19 that I forgot to mention. We carry the 19, and that's what having the 15 round mag is good, because it's a compact, but you still have 16 rounds counting one in the chamber. Very versatile, very useful. Me and Gabby are smaller. I'm only 5'6", Gabby's 5 foot. So our hand coverage is good. It's not too big. It's great for concealment. I can appendix carry this, and you can't really tell. There's not much of a imprint from it, so it's very nice. I love this gun. Fires great. Even for me, I get out of practice, I don't fire for 6 months, and you can tell shooting's just like anything, like an exercise. You don't do it for a while, I miss half my shots. Then after about an hour, I could hit everything again. It's just one of those things. So everyone, if you're looking, and I know we're new to a channel, but that's something to remember. If one day you're out there shooting, you start doing good, and you come, and it's been a while, you go out and shoot again, don't get discouraged that you're not hitting as much. That's normal. Unless you practice all the time, it's a perishable skill that you have to keep going, or you lose it. Now, we have appendix carry holsters. We have We the People holsters. They're Kydex. They're nice. They're not too expensive, but they're good. I will probably go with the T-Rex arms next, because a couple of things. Gabby still has the original, because she appendix carries, but she also will, like I said earlier, carry in her purse and clip this in there so it stays stationary and she can draw. She still has the original plastic clip. Now me, I had to buy their metal clip replacement because I use mine all the time, and it snapped on me. Not a big deal. Now the problem is their metal clip doesn't flex at all. So it was a lot harder getting it on and off. I actually had to remove the pistol to put the holster on first and then put the pistol in, versus with the plastic one, you can leave the pistol in there and put it on. So that was a complaint switching to the metal clip. It was the upgrade, so it could have had a little more finesse. However, the other problem is with this metal and having to stretch that a little bit, I have developed a crack right here. It still works, it still functions. It just kind of clicks when I put it on and off. I think I paid $45-50 for these. Like I said, not a lot. And when you start into getting firearm accessories, I would still say they're a good brand. I wouldn't say anything bad about them. It's just something that they could look at fine tuning a little bit. But due to this, I will probably go with the T-Rex arms. My brother carries the T-Rex arms. He loves it. He's a bigger guy. Michael's 6'3". He's got a little bit of a belly. Not trying to call him out. But he can carry appendix comfortably with his T-Rex arms, the way they've done it. And then they come with a sidecar so he can carry extra magazine, where I have a separate holster for the magazine. And sometimes I hate them and I forget to carry it because it's two different assemblies. Where the T-Rex arms, you can buy it as one assembly and it's the whole mechanism you put in place. But as a whole, like I said, We the People is good. They're out of Texas. They're a very patriotic company. I think they could kind of refine some of their processes. You see, you can hear that clicking. So I will need to replace this soon. I just need to get around to actually buying the new holster. I'm just kind of guilty of if it keeps working, I don't always replace it, but you should, because you don't want to be emergency that not have it. But so there's the holsters we carry, and then the pistols. We can go over some basic pistol stuff if people actually make comments. I know we're fairly new, we're fairly small. Go over some stuff, and then the advantage is you have Gabby's opinion. Like I said, she's a newer shooter, being a female, and where her country in Ecuador, they now have legal gun ownership, but that's newer. She grew up not being able to have access to guns. You want to talk a little bit about that? First time seeing a gun and shooting one with me?
Well, yeah. When I come to the United States and try to carry a gun, try to shooting, was something new. A little scary in the first, but I went so happy to learn, to know how to do when I need it. So I feel right now more confident and happy about that.
And how did you feel the first time you saw a gun in person, since you've never been able to really see one in Ecuador, them being illegal?
Well, for the size, I feel like was small, was something I can carry. A little scary, of course, because it's a gun. You never know when they can just fire. So, but after be here some years, I just feel more confident, and just I like it. And I feel more confident. I feel more. I can learn every day, so that is nice.
Good. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's all we have for here. Like I said, we just want to go over a quick few things here. I have some other rifles I might go over. I built my AR-15s from Aero Precision. I had assembled them all. I may go over that another day. But just a quick rundown of some of the stuff you've seen us on the range with already. Said you always see Gabby with this. She shoots her Scorpion every time we go out. This is the one gun she always makes sure that I have to pack when we go shooting, because this is her favorite gun to shoot, even more so than her Glock. And she is a lot more accurate with it. As any time you have something you can shoulder, you will shoot more accurately. But again, this is a pistol brace. Everyone that's watching, it is an actual pistol brace right there. All right. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next time.